So hello everyone, we are from Team 7 and my name is Vathana.
My name is Kimlong.
My name is Hengvuth.
My name is Heng Sok. My name is Senghab Cheng.
Hey yo, and today we're going to discuss about the movie which is three. The first one is the Terminator, the second one the Matrix, and the last one is Wall-E. And now let's go to the first question I want to ask all of you guys. The first is, what is the risk that take over the human role and human downfall?
So I think that in the Terminator, Skynet and AI system take control and see human as a threat, so it causing destruction. And this is why, as a computer scientist, we must ensure that AI is safe and controlled.
Just like you said, like the Skynet, it became too smart and started war with human. So that's why AI, just like how AI need to control by human, and with the safety rules, yes.
And let's move to another question. What do you think of the engineer characteristic that lead AI cause the chaos in that movie?
I think the main factor that caused those chaos is the engineer itself, that they lack of responsibility. Sometimes like they create it and they do not care about like the lack of their consequences, like might caused by those creations. So I think responsibility takes a lot of part in like making those chaos.
For me, I think they were applying too much to their prime directive, which caused the AI to have a lack of humanity. And the engineer, they only build them just for the sake of efficiency and zero humanity, like I said. I'm thinking they build them like just for wars and stuff, yeah.
Okay, and the last question is that what is the characteristic to prevent the negative effects to the technology? And I would like to answer the question to prevent, I think the government needs to create the law to prevent the AI, to how does we need to limit it before it's limit to us, right? And the second part, it is empathy, the human concerns. Just like AI, how can it make decisions? We need to limit it again. Okay, now let's move to another movie. Yeah, The Matrix. Okay, so being with The Matrix, I would like to ask you how does The Matrix depict the digital world? What do you think?
The Matrix depict the digital world. Because it resembles reality, but underneath there's like a walls of code and stuff, right? And those securities, they act like firewalls and they protect the matrix from viruses, which are depicted as Neo and Morpheus. They are agent outside of the matrix. Yeah.
And another question, what do you think to the statement that Mr. Smith viewed that human as a virus?
I think Mr. Smith said that he described human as a virus because us human, like we use such as for example in our society environment, we consume all of those resources until like there's nothing left. For example, like every day we can see that we have climate change, we have pollution. So I think that in terms of our society, that's why I kind of somehow agree that Mr. Smith described human as virus.
Nice. And move to the last question. What part of the Mr. Smith statement do you agree and disagree? Okay, you got an answer?
Yes. Like in The Matrix in 1999, which is part 1, I strongly agree with Mr. Smith. Like humans destroy everything, and including harm nature by polluting and cutting down forests, and using over resource without thinking that long-term effects. I really agree with it.
Well, but I disagree because human has their own intelligence too. So do you want to add up?
Yeah, human is also recognize the mistake and then they correct the mistake. Okay, and now let's move to another movie, which is Wall-E. Wall-E is one of the good movie that I love the most between those two movies. Yeah. And to the first one, I would like to say that in the Wall-E, it shows that its impact of technology to the environment. Like the world, as you can see in the movie, it's full of trash, and they abandon the world like the lonely, and it's also full of disaster. Yeah, but to compare it to our real life society, it's like when the world is nowadays is air pollution and also the plastic. Yeah, it's some like that. And move to another question: how does the WALL-E isolate the impact technology on the environment scale?
Personally, I would say like loss of skill, because like the overuse of those automation like makes people like has no contribute, like those human has no contribute to our society at all. So like reflect to our like real world society or like job, like we can like might like replaced by those automation like in the industry.
Yeah, the human in the WALL-E rely entirely on AI, so they're losing mobility and critical thinking. This warns us about the over-dependence on technology, which is today like automation replacing jobs and also ChatGPT. Yeah.
Yeah, and another question: how does our current software engineer or programmer bringing the humanity and society toward the WALL-E reality? What do you think?
I think with the invention of automation, such as robot, those cleaning vacuum robot, and for software engineer AI, they created synthetic robots. Like those are very experimental. Like they started moving and thinking on their own. I think we're starting to become like them already, because everything is so automated and easy nowadays.
And the last question: what should be the role of software engineer or the computer scientist in developing and responsible for those technology?
For me, I think as a software engineer, they should make AI like it have not harm the human, yes, and like make like and take a control to human, yeah, take control to human, not not let them like control our world.
Okay, now let's move to the discussion time. For those three movies, what do you think? How does it connect to each other, and how does the AI impact?
Yeah, so on these three movies show us the danger of the uncontrolled AI, whether through the destruction like in the Terminator, control like in the Matrix, or human dependence like in the WALL-E. So these three movies try to warn us to use technology wisely, especially AI and automation.
Well, personally, I would say that those connectivities by the first one is the Terminator, where like the engineer create the Skynet, and like those Skynet like become like lose their mind, just affect our humanity. And also like the second one is the Terminator. Yeah, it's the Matrix. I'm sorry, it's the Matrix. Yeah, Mr. Smith like said, human is like described as a virus because they consume all of those environment. And the last one is like WALL-E. WALL-E is like the collapsions of like humanity alliance on technology that much like the cost and send WALL-E to the space. That.
I think all three movies share the same theme. All three, Terminator, Matrix, and WALL-E shares the theme of technology and automation, and how human depend so much on technology that they'll somehow lose the ability to think critically.
And now move to another question that I'm going to answer. How does the Paragon computer science curriculum have the student responsible for this technology? I think that CS 100, which is we learn nowadays, he tried to influence us to the way that we learn how does we use the AI, and we need to may have a discipline and also a practical. And another course, it is a MIS 120, which is he taught us about the networking. How do we communicate with each other in the business way, or how we communicate as a friend? And another question: how do movies shape public perception of AI, its effects on job, human behavior, and accountability?
Well. those movies show how AI was really dangerous and making people worrying about their job loss and their safety and how AI gonna control their life and in the future, and which affects future rules and law of AI. Yes.
I think back then it was before the technological leap of AI. Like right now, back then people considered the movie as classic to watch and nothing else. But nowadays, I think it gives us a lot to think about. But I think we are at the stage of where AI could potentially replace human, but at higher roles of managing stuff like computers and coding. I think they haven't quite reached that high of a level yet. So yeah, and even if they were to reach a deeper level, as long as you work hard and know what you're doing, you should be fine. The only people that complain about AI are people that are unsure of what they're doing.
I think that's pretty it for our video, and we will see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for participating. Bye.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Another error. How can I solve this? I don't know what does this mean, man. I think I use the AI again. Let's go.
Oh, I think you should write this code, this line better. It is very messy. I think that's what's preventing you from executing the code properly.
Oh, really? Let's run it. Damn, it's worked.
Yeah, well,
How do you know this? Who are you?
I used to pursue computer science.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was very good at it and got me a job.
Oh, damn. So I have a question. I always wonder that did AI going to replace us, because I only use AI to solve my problem.
No, because we are the one that controls the AI, not us. And the people that are worried about AI are people that have no idea what you're doing. As long as you keep working hard, you should be fine, and you will get a job. The market might be competitive, but as long as you know what you're doing, there's bound to be a job for you.
Oh, and I have another question. I almost finished my high school, and I don't know what university that I'm going to choose in Cambodia.
Oh, I think you should choose Paragon University.
Oh, you study at Paragon University?
Yes,
Oh,
it's a really good
damn.
school.
I used to heard about that school, but what if it's too hard for me to study in that university?
Every university is hard. As long as you work hard, as long as you pay attention and try your best, I'm sure you will yield a good result.
Oh, thank you so much.
And remember, coding is it's not about doing the same thing over and over again. It's about doing the same thing while knowing how every line works, how everything works. We are ICT students. There is also a saying, work smarter, not harder. And that is why you should come to Paragon University.